In this video, we're just going to learn the very basics of how to start a project and share that project with your teacher and add collaborators if you are doing that. So you see up here, almost everything is just blue, white, and black, but you do have this little green button here that stands out with a plus on it. So you say new project. And the new project, you're going to want to name that. I would name it for exhibition, whatever your global goal is, global goal number 1 or whatever it is. You could actually type that out, clean water or whatever it is. And then he'll have that title, and it'll be easy to see what it is. Name it something relevant, not just 5th grade, because you might have several things going on. And then select the top one here, MLA, and then select starter. And so that it's easy to remember the top 2. And then submit. Once you have submitted something, then you will notice up here at the top, it has my name, the name of the project that I just did it. And it's now opening up in the dashboard. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute, but I'm going to click back onto projects so you see what is happening here. So under projects, now I have 2 projects, the one that I just did and then one that I did last year. And so when you click on one of these projects, it's going to take you to the dashboard right here. These 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 5 tabs up at the top are going to be your main tabs that you use. And you need to become familiar with these because this is awesome. This is really wonderful where you can add your paper and just have everything right there at a glance. Your note cards, your sources, your citations, so you're not plagiarizing, and dashboard. We're going to talk about dashboard right now. And so to get to dashboard, you have to actually click on one of your projects. See, projects is the only thing that's not grayed out. All of these, you can't click on anything until you click on a project. So I'm going to click on last year's example here. All right, so on the dashboard, the main thing that you need to do is, and you don't actually have to do anything on the dashboard. You might want to put your research question here if your teacher is wanting you to, the first step of any research project is formulating a question. So you can add your question right here. You don't need to add any of this other stuff here, but sharing and collaboration. When your teacher sets up a classroom, your teacher can tell you what the name of it is. Usually they have the teacher last name. So you might have Almond or, Craig or whatever it is. You put that in there and it will pop up, and then you can select whichever it is. Like if they were teaching several different classes, they might say first period or second period or whatever. So they'll probably just have one for you. And so you can share with them by doing that. You just click right here, share with a project inbox, and you would just type in their last name. There's nothing right now because the teacher hasn't set up anything, but it would pop up and you can add, and you can say done once that is done. And if you are sharing this project, if you're collaborating with another student and working together, then what you can do here is click on the blue plus that says add students. And you have to, for this one, put in the S number and whatever your person's S number is. And then you're going to, if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's going to be 6 digits. And then you're going to have to put at student.rockisd.org. And so you have the whole thing here, Round Rock, not OSD, sorry about that, ISD.org. Check to make sure because it won't go through otherwise. And I think that if your the student ID, if they've already created an account, this might pop up too. When you start typing in the numbers, it will pop up and then you can just select and you can say done when you're done with that. So I actually just added a collaborator, a student from last year. I picked one because I knew that they had already created an account and it wouldn't show up. It would give me an error message if I tried to type in somebody who hadn't created an account, like from the first video that I did. And so I typed in that and I said add student, and it says they're a full collaborator, and you can see how much they've contributed. Your teacher, when you share with them, they can see who is giving the citations, who is contributing which part of this. And so this is a really cool resource. And so let me know if you have any questions about setting up teacher or student collaborators.